Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 6 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 maths and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter that is we're going to start with the chapter expressions and properties, and the lessons we're going to cover today are identify terms and coefficients, properties of addition, multiply using distributive property, and factor using the distributive property. Let's just start with the lesson. Okay, here I'm on grade 6 math. The chapter we are on right now is expressions and properties. Let's just start with the lesson that is identify terms and coefficients. So, how many terms are there? 5u cube. You have only one term. You don't have any mathematical sign here, right? So, if you do not have any mathematical operation involved, that means you have only one term, right? 5q cube is only one term. Let's just start with the test questions. Look at the following expression. How many terms are there? Only one term. The correct option is 1. Look at the following expression. How many terms are there? You have now two terms. 2 plus 3d. They are two terms and they make an expression with the positive sign, right? With this addition sign. So you have two terms. The correct option is 2. Look at the following expression. How many terms are there? So which is the correct option? You have only one term. The correct option is 1, right? Okay, look at the following expression. Which of the following are terms in the expression? Three plus 4v is the correct option. Which of the following are terms in the expression? 3 and 4v both are terms, right? So 4v is the correct option. Look at the following expressions. Which is the coefficient? Like for example, here you have 2 plus 5j square minus 2k. You have 2 is a term, 5j square is a term, and 2k is a term, right? And together they make the mathematical expression. You have to find the coefficient. Coefficient is the number with the variable. For example, 2 is the coefficient, right? 2 is the correct option. 2 is the coefficient. Look at the following expression. What is the coefficient of b? You have to write down the coefficient of b. So if you are not given with any number, that means the coefficient is 1. So you have a negative sign. That means the coefficient of b is negative 1. The correct option is negative 1. The coefficient of b is negative 1. Look at the following expression. How many terms are there? Only one term. J is the only one term here. Look at the following expressions. What is the coefficient of n? So the number with the n is the coefficient of n. So the correct option is the coefficient of n is 3. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. The next lesson is properties of addition. Mm, use the workbook for practice questions. What's wrong with the properties of addition? Multiply using distributive property. Okay, simplify. 4 times 1 plus 9j. Let's just see what is the distributive property first. Like you have a times b plus c. What you can do, you have to do ab. You need to multiply a times b. Then you have the positive sign. Then you have to do a times c. That is the distributive property. If you have a times b plus c, you have to multiply a with every terms that is inside the bracket. You have to do ab plus ac, right? So you, the same way you have to do here. You have to do 4 times 1 and plus you have to do 4 times 9j. 4 times 1 is 4 and 4 times 9 is 36j. So the correct option is 4 plus 36g. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, simplify the expression. So how do we simplify? You have to multiply 3 with 3s, then plus you have to do 3 times 1. The number that is outside the bracket, you have to multiply it with everything that is inside the bracket. You have to do 3 times 3s and 3 times 1. 3 times 3s is 9s plus 3. So the correct option is option number 3. The correct option is 9s plus 3. Simplify the expression. So which is the correct option? Now it's your turn to do. Which option is the correct one? 7 times 4 is 28 and 4 times 1 is 1. Yes, that is option number 1. 28b plus 4 is the correct option. You have to multiply 4 with every number that is inside the bracket, with every term that is inside the bracket. You have to do 4 times 7b. So 4 times 7 is 28. That would be 28b. Then you have to do 4 times 1. That is 4. So 28b plus 4 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the. The next one is you have to do 3 times 2 plus 5t. So which is the correct option? 3 times 2 is 6 and 3 times 5 is 15. So that is 6 plus 15t. Very good. Option number 2 is the correct option. Simplify the expression. So which is the correct option? That is option number 1. 4 times 2 is 8 and 4 times 3 is 12. So 8 plus 12n is the correct option. The next one is simplify the expression. So which is the correct option? That is 5 times 2 is 10 and 5 times 4 is 20. So the correct option is 10 plus 20x. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. And the next lesson is the next lesson is factor using distributive property. Okay, factor 18v plus 15. Now you have to go the reverse way. That is exactly the opposite with the lesson we just did, right? Earlier we have written in the bracket form, you have to multiply them. Now you are given the factored form, you have to write them in the bracket form, right? So you have 18v plus 5. The first thing is you need to find the greatest common factor between 18 and 15, right? If you are good with the tables, you know the greatest common factor would be 3. 3 is the only number that can divide both 15 and 5, 18 and 15, right? So you can take common 3, and 3 times what number is 16? 3 times 6 is 18 and 3 times 5 is 15. So that is 3 times 6v plus 5. So you can write like this. 3 is the common factor for both the numbers. You need to take common 3 and divide them by 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6. So you have 3 times 6v and then 3 times 5 is 15. When you multiply them, 3 times 6 is 18 and 3 times 5 is 15. That's exactly the same thing, right? So the correct option is 3 times 6v plus 5 is the correct option, right? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. 28p plus 32. Okay, you need to find the greatest common factor that can divide both 32. Which number is it? 3? No, you don't have 28 in the table of 3, right? That is 4. 4 times 7 is 28 and 4 times 8 is 32, right? You need to take common for 4. 4 times 7 is 28, that would be 7b, and 4 times 8 is 32. So that is 4 times 7ab plus 8. The correct option is option number B, that is 4 times 7b plus 8. The correct option is option number 2. 4 times 7b plus 8 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is factor 9c plus 21. 9c plus 21. So, which is the greatest common factor? Which is the correct option? Which option is the correct one? Stop chatting. Just answer the question I am asking. You can take common 3, right? So 3 is the common number, and then you have 3 times 3 is 9 and 3 times 7 is 21. That would be 3 times 3c plus 7. That is option number 1. Factor 20u plus 50, which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? That is option number one. Very good. The correct option is option number one. The next one is factor 35r plus 63, which is the correct option. Which option is the correct one? You can take common 7. 7 is the common factor, right? So 7 times 5 is 35 and 7 times 9 is 63. So that would be 5, 7 and 5 are plus 9. Option number 3 is the correct option. That would be 7. And yes, 5 r plus 9 is the correct option. Yes, 3 it is. Very good. Factor 18v plus 15, which is the correct option. The correct option is The correct option is option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.